So it's Monday again and time for another Monday guide. We will follow up on transport planes with seven things you probably didn't know about transport planes, and the first one is really strong, so let's get into it. And the first one comes from having units traveling behind enemy lines. So we have this unit here, it's behind enemy lines, and then we get a malus here. If you see no connection to supply network, we got speed minus 50%, which is not good. One thing we can do, and this doesn't matter how many transport planes you use can use one transport plane for this. If you have any kind of transport planes and you go for air supply in the zone, doesn't matter the mission efficiency. You see here 30% mission efficiency, doesn't matter. As soon as you have at least one plane with air supply in the region, you will get that minus 50% down to minus 25%. So this is huge when you're trying to get your units out from an encirclement. If you have gone too far in, just put in at least one plane with air supply and you will gain a lot more speed than you had otherwise. Another important thing is that air supply don't give any fuel. So if you have units here like this tanks, air supply wouldn't give them any fuel. But for your units here, if these units are undersupplied, the fuel system will make their fuel regain per day be lower. So if you airdrop supply into an undersupplied area, your units will regain fuel much quicker. So even if they don't drop fuel, if you use them on a front line where you are undersupplied to gain more supplies, you will also gain more fuels for your units. So in a way, you can get fuel even if the air supply in itself doesn't give fuel. Another important thing to know, and this is really important in multiplayer and even in single player, air supply don't supply anything to your allies. You can be well supplied with the air supply, but your allies won't get anything from it. So that's really important to take with you, so you don't try to air supply allies and they will just get stuck because they won't get the supply. The next thing is command power. You might know that you need to pay 5 in command power per 100 planes when you go on a mission. As you see here, I lost 20 in command power and it's allocated to these air supply routes. And if I stop the air supply like this, I won't get anything back. But the thing is, as soon as you press the air supply button, you get everything back. So yes, you have to allocate the command power to use this, but you don't have to pay the command power. You can always get it back by just disengaging the airdrop. But you need to push this button. Hold doesn't do it. You need to stop the mission completely, and then you get that command power back. And as always, most of you watching are not yet subscribers, so please subscribe to the channel, hit that button and thing, and give us a thumbs up, comments, anything. It's amazing to just interact with you guys. We release one new guide every Monday. We release multiplayer games. Next game, me and Badger will be in the studio, which is extremely exciting. And otherwise, we also have our Patreon page with another extra guide every second week, and a lot of extra content, and a Discord that you are able to join, and also an entire archive with what is it now, 27 or something guides. So yeah, check out the Patreon if you want even more. But yeah, let's continue with the guide. The next thing is really fun, because you can't train transport planes. I'm not really sure why you can't train transport planes, but you can't. But having a trained transport planes give you less air accident chance, not really that important. Gives you more agility and also a less night operations penalty. Even more air attack, it says, but you don't have any air attack, so 4% extra from 0 is still 0. But you gain more agility, which is good. And these rookie planes has their malus on agility, more air accident chance, and less night operation penalty. The thing is, you can't train them, but if you're at war, you can always airdrop yourself in a zone that's safe and sound without enemies. And if you do that, you will gain experience. You have a way in place to actually train your transport planes, but you need to be in war. It doesn't work while at peace. So that's just a neat trick if you want really trained transport planes perhaps going into the heat of the battle, dropping units, and you don't want to get shot down. Another thing I just want to mention is if you're gonna do a paradrop, you need a minimum of 50 planes and 70% air superiority in that zone to paradrop. So if you don't have 50 planes, you can't paradrop. And I've seen in the comments somewhere that, yeah, this is not always common known, so I wanted to throw it in there. And another important thing that I want to mention, and this works in everything in air, but if you have a problem with your mission efficiency, you can always go for more ground crews. It costs you command power, but gives you a 10% efficiency boost in that zone. So that's a really good thing if you need more air efficiency to boost up your airdrops or get that 70% air superiority to actually do the paradrop. So use it to get your fighters to give more air superiority. But yeah, I think that's it. 7 things you probably didn't know about transport planes. Probably you know something, but yeah, we need to do something to make this look exciting. So with that said, I hope you watch us on Saturday, our next grand big game, me and Badger in the studio for the first time. So at least for me, this will be amazing. Probably a little bit worse for you guys, but yeah, I think you'll manage. But with that said, I hope you enjoy this guide and I will see you guys next time.